What is up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. We are working on the EK Coupe, should I say project EK Coupe. The brake lines are completely rotted, so I need to do a full restoration on replacing the brake lines, which I'll do in a later video. This car already had the Integra rear trailing arms done, along with the energy suspension for the trailing arm bushing, Yanaka exhausts, as well as Yanaka coilovers. So if you have a problem with your tank, like me, the tank is hanging, the straps were rusted and they broke. So let me show you what I got here. So here are the OEM straps. The bolts down in the back right here, and then the other side goes into a hole underneath, which I'll show you where this goes. So this connects like so, and this holds the tank. But that broke, this fell, and so did the tank. So the tank is literally just hanging by the lines and everything else that it connects to. So both of these did snap. So there's one that goes here and the other right here. So those are no good. So with that said, we're going to use a alternate fix. Some may call it hack. I wouldn't. I would say that it's actually more of an upgraded install for most, and it's honestly going to last longer than the life of the vehicle. The vehicle will rot out before these lines will rot out. And this is what I have here. If you take a look, you have a vinyl covered steel braided line, and we're going to be using 2 of them. And then we have the clamps, which we'll only need about 2 of these, where we are going to take these apart and then squish the line together. But you're also going to need something to cut this line. Wire cutters are not going to do it. Any small little cutter is not going to do it. So you'll have to use some bolt cutters or wire cutters, or maybe even a grinder, which I wouldn't suggest, but hey, if it cuts it, it cuts it. So you're gonna need some heavy duty wire cutters, and then yeah, we'll jump right underneath the vehicle, and I'm gonna show you where you're gonna run this line through. So let's do it. All right, so we're gonna go underneath the vehicle where the tank is at. So there is a little hole, as you can see, right there. That hole right there kind of looks like a keyhole. That's the one you're going to run it through. And then when you run it through that hole, you're going to run it out through that hole. And it's going to strap underneath the tank, almost in the same location. So it'll come out of that hole and then make its way underneath and wrap down. And then let me get to the other side and I'll show you. All right, so we're towards the back end. As you can see, the exhaust, this is where the exhaust turns, and you see the tank. So if you take a look, if you look up, there's a hole right here. This is where your e-brake bolts to, but this is broken. And if you look right here, you're literally gonna wire this in, and it's gonna come out the other hole right here. Let me see if I can get a good angle at it. Oh, there you go. So you may have to stick your pinky, or if you have small fingers, you can stick your finger in and then loop it out. All right, so we have the straps on. I have too big of a bolt cutter, so it's a pain in the butt to get underneath here. If I had a lift, it would be a lot easier, but I'm not at the shop. I'm in the driveway, so you can cut off the excess if you'd like, or you can zip tie it, do whatever you'd like, do as you wish. It's perfectly fine. I'm not really worried about it. So as you can see, we got our clamps here. You could just hand tighten them as you're installing them, and then at the very end, you know, you want to pull down on this side, make sure you get it as tight as possible, and then zip these. They're 11 millimeters. If you guys didn't catch where I got it, it's from Home Depot or Lowe's. You can get them at any hardware store, probably Ace Hardware or True Value or anything like that. But as you can see, it is looped through there, and then you have another clamp over here, and then the same thing with the other side. The other side was a little bit more difficult because the brake lines are in the way, but if you look over here, you have the same exact hole set up on the opposing side, so you'll be able to do the same. Just try not to grab the brake lines. Make sure you're not pinching the brake lines or anything like that. With that said, that is pretty much it. You have your two straps, and now I can let down, and now you have your gas tank. It's held up by your wires, so you are all set. If you need to tighten them, go ahead and repeat the process. Just loosen up those clamps and you'll be able to tighten them, and you are good. But I've got ever so slight play, which is a lot better than not having anything holding it up at all. So this could be a temporary fix, or it could be a permanent fix. For me, it's Sunday and the dealership is closed, and honestly I don't think they'll have the straps in stock, so I would have to special order them anyways. And this will get you on the road, and it's less than 20 bucks, maybe less than 15 or 10 bucks. But it is quite simple and quite easy to do. You can do it in your driveway just like I have, and you will be back up on the road and running, and you will be all set. So if you found this video helpful, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. So thanks for tuning in, and have yourself a great day, because I got to do these brake lines on this project coupe, so you'll be seeing me do some brake lines on the coupe. And as you guys know, this is the daily over here, so EK Hatch for the win. But maybe I'll end up painting this thing and making it look pretty, or maybe I'll just sell it. The plan was to fix it up and sell it, but the more I work on it, the more I want to keep it. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and have a good day.